And I think what's going to happen is, just so we can keep the sequence of events in order, I'm going to talk about my LA trip, and then you're going to talk about your wedding, and then we're probably going to end stream.
Yeah. Well, and we got some announcements here and there.
Yes,
for
yeah.
stuff.
Actually,
we got a
let's
lot
start
going
with,
on.
Do you want to start with that?
I feel like we can sprinkle them in, but we can start with the exciting one.
Yeah,
the one related to Twitch.
So, hang on. Let me just. Perfect. Everything is better now. If you know how Twitch works, you know how you get paid in Twitch, and we just got our first Twitch payout of, the minimum amount that is. And we're excited about that.
Yeah.
So we're going to have.
First of all, thank you, everybody.
Yeah, first of all,
thank you to everybody who has followed, who has subbed,
who has donated, who has
donated,
given bits, who has gifted subs, because we had some of those too.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
Yes,
really
thank you so much. My water bottle is at Chris's house, so I'm drinking water out of a cup. So we're going to have a stream, not like a special stream, just like a normal stream that, regularly scheduled stream, but one where we're kind of going to like take the limiters off of the channel points.
So anybody who subs to the channel, we're going to have a day where we're streaming. It'll probably be a Sunday stream. Where there are no limiters for subscribers, right? That's the one that...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to either sub during that stream or already be subbed.
Yeah. And if you are either one of those, there are no caps. You can pick, I think we said up to 3.
3 per person, I think is...
Yeah. 3 items per person on
off of the channel point,
yeah.
List. And you can just pick them, and you don't have to spend any points.
Yeah. Just as a thank you to everybody who helped out.
So that's not right now.
Yeah, that's not today. Don't waste them today because we're not this is just a podcast. Wait for Sunday. We'll probably announce what Sunday that's going to be this Sunday.
Probably, yeah. Yeah. Awesome, dude. Before we start, just because this just happened, San Diego Comic-Con is going on, which means over the next few days we're going to get an influx of trailers, and it has already started with a trailer for the Dungeons and Dragons movie. Have you seen this trailer?
Seen it yet.
Holy fucking shit.
Is it good
It
or
looks
bad?
so good.
Oh my god.
Dungeons and Dragons TV shows and movies and shit like that are always so bad.
I know. That's
one,
what's exciting.
This one looks really good. I don't even want to, the trailer has like 2 or 3 twists that I don't want to spoil.
Okay.
It was really cool. A lot of...
This camera looks bad.
Which one?
Mine.
Can I see your phone?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's your stream for sure, I think.
Oh, okay.
Maybe reset that.
No,
see if that looks better.
no worries.
Tell us if we look blurry.
No,
tell us how we
it's
look.
Probably just me.
But
it looks good though. The D&D, not my phone. But
yes,
the D&D.
yeah. I what I was saying is I don't want to even spoil the trailer because there's like 2 or 3 twists in the trailer that I was like, oh.
Exciting.
There was a moment where I was like worried because I was worried the whole beginning of this trailer, and I was like, oh no, what are they doing? What do they think Dungeons and Dragons is? And then they visually explained what I was confused about, and I was like, okay, I take it back. That's cool.
Okay.
Stars Chris Pine and Michelle Rodriguez and Justice Smith, kid from the guy from Detective Pikachu.
Okay. Speaking of D&D,
yes,
I'm back into painting hardcore.
Yeah,
I just made an army of goblins.
And you're doing a thing this weekend, a painting.
Yeah, we're gonna
thing.
go to a painting class for minis.
That's cool. I'll be excited to hear during the Final Fantasy
right
X stream how it goes.
That'll be right before stream, so I'll bring the mini with me.
My arm hurts.
Oh,
no idea why.
Which one?
No, the one I bowl with.
Oh.
The one I throw the bowling
I was
ball with.
Heart attack? I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the 3 years that have happened since our last stream.
Okay.
Check-in.
So, there's a vlog coming out this Wednesday all about this trip. So if you want to hear even more and actually see what I'm about to talk about, go check that out. Also, while I'm here promoting our channel, we just had a vlog where Lightning made a lightning deck in Pokemon TCG. I remembered while editing that in the TCG it's called Lightning.
I liked what you did.
I was like, I can't not. The file name, I literally called the file name Lightning.
Awesome.
because fucking. So go check that out. My AX vlog is coming out this Wednesday because I went to Anime Expo. If you've been following this channel, if you've been watching our stuff, you know that I've been doing temporary jobs for Sanchi, which, as far as I can tell, is the internet's leading video game independent video game merch shop. They license video games from the developers and then from there choose what to make the merch of. So I've been working for them, and they flew me out to Anime Expo, which is at the Los Angeles Convention Center. I have not flown since I was 12.
Yeah, how did that part go? Because I hate flying.
Definitely never flown by myself, so it was fine. I was definitely nervous. Not that the plane was going to crash or whatever. I was more so nervous that
That's what I'm nervous
I was
about.
doing everything right. It was literally a whole afternoon of things I'd never done before. And
See, I get worried about the plane crash.
I think once we were, I think the most nervous part was takeoff. As far as I'm in a tube, I'm in a metal tube. I think I was kind of more chill when we were in the air, and also I was very tired, so I took a few naps, which helped. But yeah, that went pretty smoothly, all things considered.
You know what my least favorite part is? I found this out when we went to Washington last year. I don't like this movement.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Dude, it's so weird that when you hit turbulence, it feels like you're in a car on a bumpy road.
Yeah, it's
That's
fucked
so
up.
weird to me.
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's almost like at any moment the plane's held up by one piston. Everybody remember that. You heard it here from Thunder and Lightning Gaming first. Plane, one piston in the back where the fin is. That fin don't move, you're going down. Anyways, I don't like this.
Yeah, it's.
I'm not used to this movement, and this movement
Right.
means we're either gonna do this or we're just falling.
You're gonna, yeah, either the plane is crashing currently, or you're
Or the pilot's
you're
drunk and he's doing a
1/8
flip.
or you're 1/8 of the way through a barrel roll.
Yeah.
But
Both of which I don't like. GTA, that's fine. In real life, I don't like it.
roller coasters, though, I feel like you feel that feeling on roller coasters.
Of course
sometimes.
you do. I don't like roller coasters either.
Oh, true. Yeah, I keep forgetting that about you. I
And
don't.
You know what? You know what pisses me off? They do it more than they need to.
In planes.
Yeah. This is sufficient.
Oh well, I don't.
This
yeah,
is
I don't.
sufficient. You could do a little bit of this. This is ridiculous. And they've done this to me.
What did you fly? Do you remember? Planes just feel like baby roller coasters. Don't quote me, but roller coasters have to kill more people than planes, right?
Here's the deal. Okay, people always do this. That's a good point, Ashuria. Here's my issue with the statistics. They're like, well, you're more likely to die in a car accident than a plane crash. There's thousands more cars on the road than planes.
Yeah.
You kind of have to make the ratio make sense.
Yeah.
So, I can only imagine. Okay, roller coasters are better because if you're gonna do stats for roller coasters versus planes, roller coasters only get a certain amount of months out of the year
Right.
for most parts of the country. Well, I guess half. And I guess it's arguable that, so many people fly versus there's
Right.
substantially less people on a roller coaster today than driving on the street.
You also
So
gotta
that's
think,
more interesting.
I know I like to meme on Star Wars space traffic, but that's pretty much happening above us, just on a grander
yeah,
scale.
there's a lot of
Like,
people up in
they'll
space.
they'll never hit each other.
Depends on the time frame, I'm sure. Interesting.
So yeah, so while I was on the plane, I watched 3 movies. I started the new Resident Evil. I flew Delta.
Yeah.
I
think. Sorry, I think Rue has the same point that I'm making. I think there's a lot of stats and time frames you have to keep in mind when comparing planes and roller coasters.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just want to make because I didn't know what Rue was saying and then I figured it out. Chelsea Mass calling me. No.
Uh-oh.
They paused the stream. What dicks? What do you want from me?
What is Chelsea Mass? Is that just a number for both of them?
No. Not our friends Chelsea and Mason.
Oh.
Chelsea, Massachusetts.
Oh, the city. Got it.
No, I didn't. I didn't just be like, oh,
I thought it was
fuck
just
you
like
guys.
Chelsea /
Thanks
Mason
for coming
in
to my
one
wedding. I
number.
know it was a whole plane ride. So it came back full circle.
Okay, so I tried to watch the new Resident Evil movie. I was excited about it. I fell asleep halfway through. From what I can tell, it's really bad. It's really bad. And then I put on Eternals specifically so I could fall asleep to it. I saw her turn that bus into a bunch of roses, and then when I woke up, they were fighting in a forest. I was like, cool nap. Then I watched all of Free Guy. I think Free Guy was really good. I liked it a whole lot.
Was that your first time seeing Free Guy?
Yeah. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
I thought it was okay. I thought it was all right.
I appreciated that. There's a thin line that these movies walk, like Ready Player One and Scott Pilgrim and all these movies, where like you have to make it believable. Like Ready Player One would absolutely never happen. That's not how technology works. But in Free Guy, spoilers, I guess, for Free Guy, if in the movie Free Guy they were like, it's friendship magic that brought him to life, I'd be like, okay, whatever. But they were like, it's AI technology. I was like, oh, that's a real thing. Could you apply AI technology to one NPC in a ever-growing, constantly like always on server like verse of a GTA game? Probably not. But like AI technology is real, and the fact that they accidentally invented that. Created an AI is not super outside the realm of possibility. There was one scene that I was like, this is not how this would work. When Taika Waititi is taking an axe to servers, and each time he hits a server, different parts of that was a little whatever. But like most of the game, I was like, this is how this would happen. I Googled it, and basically the same amount of deaths from roller coaster and airplane a year, except in 2001. I don't know what happened with airplanes that year. I don't know if that's a joke.
That's
2001 is the year that 9/11 happened.
Oh. Sure, I don't know if you're in this country,
I don't
but
know.
you got to think about that before.
Yeah,
No,
I don't know if
kidding.
that's a joke, but
I'm just kidding.
if you're not American, 9/11 is.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it was 9/11.
I
homie.
need to know if that was a joke or not, because I'll feel less guilty about laughing if it's not a joke.
I don't feel guilty.
Oh shit!
I
don't know what happened. If that's not it, if that was just like I don't know. That's funny.
That kind of makes it even funnier.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's funny.
So yeah, I landed in LAX, which I've been told is a nightmare, and it absolutely was. In order to, there's like a designated like go here to call an Uber, and it was like straight up a 15-minute walk from the Delta.
It was an accident.
Whoops. Yeah, you're
Mistakes
good.
were made.
No, you're all the way good. I just want to let everyone know that 2000 was in fact the year that 9/11 happened. We got him though, so it's fine. You're good.
After a couple, after a couple failed attempts, is what I was going to say. It's kind of like when somebody pokes you on the back and you get pissed at somebody else.
Oh,
That's what happened to us.
yeah.
And then we said, "Oh, it was that guy."
So yeah, I was staying at like a super famous hotel, I guess, called the Westin Bonaventure, and I don't know who named this hotel, but I wouldn't make it so easy to accidentally say Boner Adventure. Apparently, one of the elevators was used in the film True Lies, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay.
And I rode that one to get my Uber Eats order many times.
Do you think that's what he did between takes?
Well, no, it was filmed in '86, I think.
Well, you
so.
could have had people go get him stuff.
Yeah, probably.
The
No,
famous person Uber Eats. Uber Eats for famous people.
yeah,
in the
dude,
80s.
famous. No, rich people have probably had Uber Eats since 2003. Are you kidding me? It just makes sense, and it took so long for us to get to this point where it's like, what if taxis had food? Anyways, yeah. So before I actually talk about the con, I want to talk about the TV in my hotel room because holy shit.
Okay.
The TV in my hotel room was like, it didn't have Netflix or Disney Plus or anything like that, which was fine. But then it only had it was a very old TV. It only had 80 channels. It didn't have a on-screen guide of any kind. So we had to do the good old-fashioned flip to a channel, wait to see what's on, and then figure it out. My coworker Sean has tinnitus, so we had to sleep with the TV on, which I did not mind because I do that anyways. Consumed a lot of South Park. They'll just drop the F word whenever they want on that show.
Especially after 9 o'clock.
No. The other F word, the one that is for gay people. Yeah, they'll just say that one. And I was like,
Still?
yeah, oh yeah. I mean, they were old episodes, but I was like, you could bleep this. I wouldn't. I would prefer if you bleep this, but whatever. I wasn't actually watching the show because I'm a fan. But this TV, I don't know, dude. It was like it kept like we were joking that it was like a time travel TV, and we were trying to figure out like what year it was from, and then we like things would happen where I was like, oh, like the episode of South Park we were watching were old. We were getting like commercials that haven't aired in a while. It was like very weird.
Really?
I don't exactly know what was happening with that TV. But I did for the first time end up watching Fast and the Furious because my coworker said, "Oh, it's really good," and then I watched it, and it was really good. So I'm gonna watch a few more of those. Yeah. And then I had something else to say about the TV, but it's gone, so it doesn't matter. So, I have things to say about Anime Expo and the people who have put together Anime Expo. Let's get the negative out of the way. Too much of this con was completely outdoors.
You were telling me that.
I
I don't mean to interrupt immediately.
No, go
but
for
you're
it.
Going into the negatives first, and I want to ask: was it better than Anime Boston?
Oh, 100%. No, I had an amazing time.
Okay.
The Anime Expo could use some work on
Anime Boston could use a lot of work.
Oh, yeah, for sure. No, Anime Boston was a terrible time, and I didn't like it at all, but that was more so for personal reasons. But also, like, I think I've come to the conclusion that the Heinz Convention Center in downtown Boston is a bad convention center. That's probably why Fan Expo Boston moved from there to BCEC a few years ago. I think the first year that you and I went together with Courtney when you like spilled a thing in the hotel room.
Thanks, Anthony. Nobody need to know that information.
That was the first year that
it was at the new place.
Yes. Yeah.
The new place kicks ass.
Yes, it does. That's where they have PAX, and I was like, yeah, it makes sense. It's cool. It's cool like being at PAX and being like, this is a completely different like room.
Well, now I have to tell him. All right, it was spray paint. Spray paint got all over the room. Spent all weekend cleaning it up so that we could get our deposit back.
You did. You were successful in cleaning it up.
If we had a channel then, I would have made a video out of it.
Yeah, this was a long time ago. So a lot of it was outdoors. I am going to tell this story again, but you're going to hear about this in the vlog, but the members of Trash Taste Podcast were there, and Sea Dog, Garnt, and Anime Man, and I was going to get their autograph. I was going to get Pauline their autograph. And we were like planning it out. I was going to buy us both a manga, brand new, fresh, just like specifically for autographs. Which, by the way, while I was like on the hunt for manga, not too many manga shops at Anime Expo. It was odd. And I found one shop that had D&D dice. So the way that Fan Expo Boston works, I know you know this, but the way that it works is that you pay for the ticket and then you there's an autograph section. You wait in line for the autograph. You get up to the famous person. You pay them more for their autograph, and then you get their autograph. Then you leave. At Anime Expo, it's a little better and a little worse. So autographs and photo ops are complimentary. If you have a Anime Expo badge, you can get a free autograph.
Oh, wow.
But in order to do that, you have to like sign up for an appointment. And the way that worked is like, so for example, like these two people, Max Middleman and Ray Chase are going to be doing signings from 1:30 to 2:30 on Friday. So morning of Friday, because you can't do it the day before, you have to go to a separate booth that is completely outside, and you have to wait in that line. And the way it works is you wait in that line, you get to the end of that line, hope that there's still spots for your thing left. If not, too bad. If so, then later on when your appointment is, you get into a new line, and this new line is fully indoors, and at the end of this line, you will, in fact, get an autograph from the famous person. The problem was I was working, and I had a lot of stuff to do, and I got there at 8 pretty much every single morning, 8 a.m., and that's when the lines started, so that means people were probably been there since 6 a.m. waiting, and apparently the people that Pauline and I wanted to meet were the most famous people there. Everyone was, like, jazzed about them. Also, there was 4 of them because they added Sydney to the group, so they were doing them in groups of 2. So it was Joey and Garnt, and then it was Connor and Sydney.
So there's your whole day.
Well, also, if I got up to the end of that line and it was like, we have the Joey and Garnt one, but not the Connor and Sydney one, I'd be, like, bummed. I'd, like, want to meet all of them, you know? Most importantly, Connor. So if I don't know. It was a mess. It was a mess. I I didn't end up getting the autographs. I talk about it in the video. I've already, reconciled with Pauline about it.
Yeah, we still let you at the wedding.
Yeah, thank God. Because my goodness.
I still think Comic-Con Fan Expo Boston is my favorite way to get autographs. Show up first, hand them your money. Everybody except for the person who I want to talk about later in this podcast who's coming this year. Hand them your money, walk up, meet them, walk away.
Yeah.
If you want to wait in line, wait in line.
Is that how it worked at AB?
No, it didn't. It was like there's a certain amount of complimentary. Yes, but the lines were horrendously not long, but it took way too long. Sitting in the lines, it was awful.
Do you think that might just be that you happen to be meeting super personable people who like talked for a long time with the fans?
Maybe, but that's just not cool. Pauline spent half her day.
Yeah, and you guys were only there for a single day.
And I'm glad she got the autograph she wanted, but it just I don't know.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you get lucky, like I did with Anthony Daniel, C-3PO.
Yeah, you had there was no line, right?
There was no. I was looking around. I was like, I was like, do people not know? Okay. All right, I'm not going to complain. I just walked up, put my thing down. I was like, hey, do people not know?
Do people? I mean, it's stupid at this point, but you don't see his face. So if that's the thing.
Put C-3PO.
No, I know. Yeah, I know. I am a big Sea Dog fan. I've been a big Sea Dog fan for a while. There's a few channels that I cycle through. I'm just going to put their entire channel on for the next week while I fall asleep, and he's one of them. I really like him a lot. And he was going to be there, and I almost met him, but I did not. I did not.
Oh no.
So
you got the hair for that too.
Oh no. I have to.
Ooh, that would be a good cosplay.
I refuse. I refuse.
You need 2 belts. You have 2 belts. I know that because you dressed up as Jotaro.
I need 2 belts?
You need 2 belts. The man wears 2 belts. Maybe 3. I think it might be 3.
Was that in the biopic? Why does he wear 2 belts?
Because it makes his butt look big.
Okay. Good for that guy. Yeah, so I did okay. So, yeah, let me talk about so I bought a few things. I got a thing of dice that I used for Loki in our campaign that just ended. I got some artwork that you're going to see in the video. One of my favorite digital artists was actually there in person, and I bought some of her prints, which I was like, that's crazy. That's I didn't think that would happen. Spoilers for the new Doctor Strange movie. I got the Captain Carter pop figure, so I only have 1 Captain Carter pop figure left before I have all 3. I know there's 4 of them. I don't want the one with her riding the big robot. And then other than that, most of my break time was spent trying to figure out how to get these autographs unsuccessfully. Oh, and then of course, if you don't mind if I do this now, I got you and Pauline.
This is gonna be part of the video.
Something. So this is part of the vlog. This is the part where I show them what I got them. Obviously, she's not here. We're gonna have a little clip of her getting hers probably. So here's what happened. Across the way from the Sanchi booth is this booth that has a bunch of anime plushies.
Okay.
And I'm looking at the IPs that they have, and I'm like, I'm going to get them their favorite character from these 2 IPs. And they didn't have your favorite character from My Hero, and they didn't have Pauline's favorite character from JoJo. So no All Might and no Young Joseph.
Oh, no.
So I switched it. I got you a JoJo thing, and I got her a My Hero.
Shit.
So for her, I got Uraraka, and for you, I got Old Man Joseph, who, can I be real, never thought I'd see a plush of this character. If you want to take him, have him on the good camera. So yes.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Those are gonna go right on the bed.
Awesome.
Or on the Christmas tree. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why people put plushes.
Right. Do they think I'm putting these on a tree?
I mean, I do have a plush hanging up on my wall, but
yeah, that's true.
It's a cheap one. And just out of the way.
That's cool.
But
yeah, I'll take a video of that for the video.
Cool. Tonight. So I got those. Didn't do much else because I was working, and working went fine. another complaint with Anime Expo. Oh, apparently the Artist Alley was a nightmare. I didn't go there, but Mitch went there, and apparently like there was a bunch of news articles of like the Artist Alley, excuse me, was like way too hot, way too crowded. Excuse me. Oh my God. Apparently, Artist Alley and the exhibitor hall were on the same floor, like at Fan Expo.
Okay.
But this time, the floor I was on was all exhibitors, and a similarly sized floor was right below us. That's where Artist Alley was happening. Never saw that because I heard horror stories of it. So
That's another thing I don't like. Fan Expo, one room.
yeah,
I like that.
yeah,
Just. I don't know
It's-
why Fan Expo's got its shit together for everything except getting guests.
Dude,
except they
it's-
did awesome this
dude.
year. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
it's BCEC. There's such a good convention hall, and
That's got to be the case, right?
I've never been to a convention there that I disliked.
They've got like an Olympic stadium
Yeah.
size room,
It's
and
so
that's
much-
just one of many.
It's so much easier to be like you and like scenario time. You and I are at Fan Expo. I'm checking out pop figures. You heard of an artist you like. You're like, I'm just gonna go dip over to Artist Alley real quick. Whereas if they were on different floors, I feel like it would be like, oh well, hold on. If you're gonna go down a floor, I might as well come with you.
Right.
Sorry, let me look through these fucking pop figures real quick. Something you just
yeah.
it's
No,
it's-
if you want to fuck off at Fan Expo, like
you're in the same room.
yeah,
you never leave
you
the
could
same room.
probably find each other fairly quickly
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, totally. It's
Uh.
it's great. So I never even ventured down to Artist Alley.
Isn't it crazy? Everything at Fan Expo's in one room. That's one convention center in this giant center. Like that's one room in this giant center. Anime Expo could be happening a room away. That would be horrendous timing, but like
Yeah.
it's crazy that they can do that there.
Yeah.
If you live anywhere near Boston, go to a convention at the which one? Not Heinz.
The BCEC, the Boston
BCEC.
Boston Conventions and Exhibition Center. No.
Yeah.
But BCEC.
Yeah, I believe you.
Yeah, I said it right. So setup was a full 12-hour shift. It was really hot because they the bay doors were open to let people in with forklifts and stuff. So they said, why bother turning the AC on? So that made setup really rough. Setup was fine, though. Like I was telling you, as far as setting up the booth goes, not that I would want to do this, but based on like the knowledge I have now, if some of the jobs weren't literally two people jobs, I feel like I could do this by myself. Like I
Yeah.
feel like I know how to do it now.
That's cool.
Which it feels cool. And then the con was great. The vlog's gonna have a few surprises that that I haven't
Yeah,
even
you
told
keep
you
saying
about.
that. Yeah, I don't know anything about him. I'm excited.
There's a
though.
big one that I was like, okay, somebody not famous was right across from us.
Not famous.
Yeah, not like it wasn't fucking like Gal Gadot, but it was like someone I recognized, right? So I
Just
was like,
hanging out across from you.
they had a booth.
Oh.
Their booth was across from us the entire weekend. So I'm just looking at this semi-famous person, and I was basically like, what if something happened? And then it did. So you'll
Oh.
see what I mean with that.
Not someone I would care for an autograph from.
No.
Okay.
Unless in the last week you became a big fan of this thing, but I don't think you did. I did, however, meet the developer of Spooky's House of Jump Scares, which was not part of my Halloween horror game thing last year because I thought it was Steam only, but it is on PlayStation, so I'm going to put it in the next time I do that.
Cool.
She was so cool. She's like close personal friends with my boss. That's why I was able to meet her. And like I didn't just meet her, I like hung out with her for a few. So she was cool. I met my favorite Instagram model. You'll see her in the video too.
I wonder if the game developer would be down for an interview.
I was gonna I think I'm gonna figure something out with that
Cool.
for sure. 'Cause I feel like of all the options we have for potential interviews, she might be the easiest just based on that fact that I've already met her. But
Right.
we'll see. 'Cause there's always a chance that she doesn't want it, which is totally fine also. I got I think I'm gonna not talk about this. Leave it for the video. But I got invited to an exclusive party, which was cool. I'll leave it there. It was one of the. It felt like a movie. Like we rolled up and we skipped the line, and they were like, "We're full," and we're like, "We're on the list," and then we were on the list.
That's cool.
It was crazy. And then tear down or breakdown or whatever you want to call it after the con. So it happened the same day. So the last day was short. It ended at 3, and then we broke down. So loading stuff out was set up into groups. There was like a green group and an orange group, and green was like they needed an hour to take up all the carpet. So green was like 4 to 7, and then orange was like 6 to 10 or something like that, and then the hall closed at 10. So they wanted everyone out of there at 10. And the reason we had to do it the day of, another complaint about this venue and this, whole con. The reason we had to do it day of and we couldn't just do what we do at PAX, which is we break everything down and then we walk away and then we come back the next day, was that they had another convention that needed to set up the next day, and that was some baseball thing. I don't know.
Well, have the big, strong baseball men do it.
Or just fucking don't. I don't know. It was. But anyways, what I'm getting at is like, we were probably done tearing down our booth and having it all on carts and stuff by like 4:30, maybe 5, and then we literally sat there until 8:30 while we waited for them to get their shit together so they could take our stuff away. So what happened is we're all done. Mitch and Sean, it's just me, Artie's the boss, and then Mitch and Sean. Mitch and Sean go to get the truck that we're going to put all the stuff on. It's not on location. They like Uber to the truck, and then they bring the truck back. So we're just hanging out. We're talking about Final Fantasy, talking about Magic the Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons, all this stuff. And then we get a text from them, and essentially what happened is they're in a line, like a car line. They're like waiting to enter the thing, and it's pretty long. So then Mitch says that a woman came up to her and was like, "Oh, you should get out of this line and just park right here." So they did that. Turns out that woman had absolutely no idea what she was talking about, because then Mitch kind of figured that out, and she was like, "I'm going to go see what's up." She turns the corner, and then there's like 100-person people line that they were supposed to be waiting in. So now they're waiting in that to get this slip that they can like bring to the dock so that whatever. Turns out we didn't even need the slip. I didn't hear the end of that story. I just heard like blah, blah, blah. And also we didn't even need the slip. So I don't know what that was about. But literally Artie and I were literally just sitting there for like 3.5 hours waiting for them to. And meanwhile, we're in green group, and orange group is like supposed to be half done if they're like if they were to stick to their own schedule. It was just a mess. And all this because they had to set up the baseball convention the next day, and they needed us out of there by 10. It was just a little like, no, it wasn't a little. It was very like, we don't care. You do it. Like, well, and however shitty it is, oh, well, as long as you're out of here by 10,
right.
Even though some people definitely 100% weren't out of there till 10. I noticed people like removing tables and chairs, and I was like, these motherfuckers, I swear to God, and it happened, 2 guys came over to me and we were like, we need the chairs. I was like, you need these chairs? And they were like, yeah, we need the chairs. I was like, the chair I'm sitting in, you need the chair I'm literally sitting in? And they were like, do you want to, what did I say? I was like, I'm still in the chair. Can I keep at least this one? And they were like, yeah, you wanna keep a couple? I was like, yeah, could I keep 2, I guess? Because at this point, Artie had gone off to, like, see if he could, like, hurry this process along. They fucking, like, literally, like...
So were these convention people?
Yeah, they were, like, stacking up chairs, and I was like, if they came back, I was ready. I was like, I have things to say to these people, and it was going to be like, whoever told you to put away the chairs told you that too soon. And I know this because I'm still in the chair. Like, you don't take the chair I'm sitting on. Are you kidding me? You're going to make me wait hours and hours and hours, and then when I still have, like, probably 45 minutes to go, you're going to take the chair I'm sitting in? Like, it was ridiculous. I was like, it's not my fault that your convention center sucks.
Right.
I would have been gone 3 hours ago if this was all moving the way people said it would move. So... not a huge fan of LACC Anime Expo was a fun time. It was huge, and there was some big names there. I should have got Max Middleman, Ray Chase, and Robbie Damon's autographs at Anime Boston because they were also at AX, and they're also going to be at C2E2, and they're going to be at PAX West.
Wow.
So I should have got their autograph at every single one. Missed opportunity.
That would have been funny.
Hey, it's me again. I'm sure you remember me at this point. Usually wouldn't say that, but yeah, it's me. What's up? What's up, guy who voiced One Punch Man?
He was cool.
It's me again. Yeah, he seems really cool. I definitely would meet him, but it was one of those things where I was like, I gotta work. He's cool. He's not top of my list, stuff like that. But now it's gotten to the point where it's like we could be old buddies by now. And then the flight back, I did United, and guess what movies I watched? None, because there was no TV on the back of my seat. There was they had like a streaming service that you could go onto if you wanted, but on your device, and I didn't have wireless headphones because I don't have any of those. So I just slept. And the food was good. I didn't have like a meal. I had like a snack box, and everything I had was really good. I could look up what the snacks were. I'm not gonna. If you download the United app, it's the Sleepy Time box or whatever the fuck it's called. It was good. And there was an Oreo in there, a single Oreo. You can't go wrong with Oreos. Yeah, and then I came home and I slept for like 3 uninterrupted days.
And here we are.
The food also I wanted to mention in Los Angeles was really good. Oh,
Any
so
food stories?
Hey, now that we're on stream, I don't remember who it was. I'm pretty sure it was Asuria who suggested Bojangles. There was nary a Bojangles in Los Angeles. I was told by my coworkers that Bojangles is a southern thing. So if I do RTX next year, then maybe I'll try to get a Bojangles. But didn't do a Bojangles. Had Jack in the Box for the first time, but other than that, we just had local food because I was told that Florida had like really good Mexican food, and they did. I got a burrito, and then a couple days later, I got a make-your-own breakfast burrito, which was so good. And I had a pizza, which was really good. Do I have any food stories? Not really.
Jack in the Box.
Yeah, what of it?
Was it any good?
It was fine.
It reminds me of Sonic, and to me, Sonic is just like the cheapest version of fast food you can get. Not even worth it.
I've also never had Sonic. I would say as far as like burger quality, at least speaking exclusively about the Jack in the Box in Los Angeles that I went to, I'd say it was closer to a Five Guys than it was to a McDonald's.
Really?
That being said, if I had the option between the two, I'd probably still pick Five Guys. Like, the burger was fine, but I wasn't, like, wowed by it. I wasn't like, whoa, really good fast food burger. I was just like, that's a burger. And it was good, but it was nothing to write home about. No, not a single Uber driver knew exactly how to deliver the food because this building has 2 exits, a front exit and a back exit, but the back exit is on the 2nd floor.
Oh.
Oh, no, you know what? I do have a food story.
All right, I'm ready.
And it's about this hotel. So, we needed ice, so I went to go get ice because there's a thing, like a little thing of ice on every floor. And next to the ice thing was a vending machine, and the vending machine had sodas and waters, and I think I was after a water. I think I wanted a water. So it just didn't work. Like, I put money in. I tried to use the company card at first, and it just like wouldn't let me do it. I was swiping the card, it wasn't working. It seemed a little busted, but like it let me in for half a second, and I typed in a thing, and like nothing happened. So I tried using cash, it wouldn't accept cash. So I was like, hold on, big brain, let me go to a different floor because every floor has got to have one of these. So I'm on the 23rd floor, and I hopped in the elevator and just let it take me wherever. So I ended up on the 14th floor.
Okay.
I get off. The vending machine on the 14th floor is completely empty. So I will go back up to the 16th floor, and the next 2 floors, the exact same thing happened. It wouldn't accept the card. It wouldn't take the money. It just didn't work. I did not get a soda or a water or whatever I wanted from the hotel vending machine. I never did even once, and I don't know what happened. I don't know like what I did wrong. I really tried to do like every permutation of like maybe I swipe it, maybe it's backwards. Like
Did you get charged?
no, I didn't. I made sure to check. We oh, that reminds me, I got to do a thing. Not anything to do with this. No, I didn't get charged, which was the weirdest part. Because at a certain point, it was like, credit card good. And I was like, it's quick, type in the thing. And it was like, you want a water? Just kidding. See ya. And I was like, okay. So I didn't get charged for any of it, which was fine, I guess. But, like, still unsuccessful trip around this hotel to, and it's one of those things where it's, like, not worth being like, hey, I wanted a vending machine soda and I didn't get one. Also, we tried to do some laundry and that didn't work because we weren't sure how laundry in a hotel worked. We thought it was just like, here's a key to the laundry room and we'd go down there and do it. They had a list of stuff and you had to like check off like 3 pairs of underwear, 2 shirts,
Oh.
but you had to pay individually for each one. And it was like $4 per pair of underwear, $8 for a shirt.
To get laundry done?
Yeah. And you had to like call them. They come up, take your laundry to Narnia, and then they come back with it, and then it's clean. But you spent like $40 on one outfit.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
crazy.
It was a lot. It was a lot. I can only assume that like this service is only used by like rich businessmen who accidentally spilled a coffee on the thing that they need to give a life-changing presentation in the next day.
Right.
Like, because it was not cheap. We thought like we'll get a couple quarters. We'll go down to the washing machine room. Well, yeah, no, that's not the case at all. Which was
That's
just,
insane.
yeah, it was a lot. But yeah, I think that was everything I wanted to say. I did have oh no, okay, and then sorry. One last important thing I wanted to talk about, which has is gonna go nicely into stories about your wedding. But after the long, super long, way too long, didn't need to be that long, last day that we had, we went out to a
Oh, yeah.
bar. And this bar, I believe, if I remember correctly, was called Cole's. Cole, maybe, I think. And this bar claimed to be the progenitor of the food phenomenon known as the French dip, where you take au jus sauce and you like
Yeah.
dip a roast beef in it. And so we all got one of those. I was very hungry at this point, because this is not just a cons thing. I tend to like not like eat when I'm working. It's just like, but I'm,
Yeah.
my brother and mom do it too, so it's clearly runs in the family. This whole like, no, I'd rather work shit. But I was very, very hungry. I ate, and then we found out that there's a speakeasy in the back. So we go to the speakeasy, and we're hanging out. The bartender was super cool. His hand was broken, and he said that the reason his hand was broken is because earlier that day he fell out of a tree saving a cat, which I thought was kind of like...
I don't know if I believe that. Okay.
I mean, if it's true, awesome. But, and it was at this speakeasy, which was called...
You keep calling it a speakeasy, which is interesting to me.
That's what they called it. Yeah, I had my first alcoholic beverage. So, we had so they were gonna, I was like, you guys do it. And the reason I did this is because, like, I wanted to, like, bond with these people. I wanted to, like, because I was already having a great weekend. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to drink alcohol. You guys, I trust you to pick whatever it is, So they were going to get me a Blue Hawaiian. Still don't know what that is because I never drank it, because the bartender did not have blue Curacao. So we were like, well, then what do you suggest? So this guy made me a Queen's Park Sizzle, which is it was very minty. It was very sweet. It had I think raspberry or strawberry or something in it, but it had like mint leaves like in it.
Okay.
It was fine. I didn't love it. So they took that as a failure, and they were like, well, let's, like, re-roll. Well, so we looked up, like, sweet drinks. So we had the other bartender make me a Mai Tai, and I absolutely did not like it. I took one sip, and I really didn't like it.
I'm fascinated that you kept going after 2.
Yeah, well, I didn't drink much of the first one, So I was like, let's see what happens. I was like, let's see if and this is kind of where they were at too. Like, let's see if we can find a drink that he likes. And then they brought a round to the table,
Yeah.
and I didn't order anything. So they, without me asking, made me a salty dog, which is what Mitch was drinking. And a salty dog is just vodka, salt, and grapefruit juice. And I liked that. It was the best thing I had had that night. And they were very excited about that because apparently, like, no one likes a salty dog except Mitch, and she always drinks it. And they were like, "Oh, we found a drink that he likes, and it's the one that you drink." And all that. So it was cool. It was a fun moment. I had, if I could say one last thing about my Los Angeles trip, I had a great time. I feel like these coworkers that I've obviously worked with before, like I feel like I made new friends. Like I it was cool. It was cool hanging out with them. They're all cool people. And I'm looking forward to whatever's next. And what is next is C2E2 in Chicago. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe.
Our channel has daily uploads from podcast video essays, let's plays to skits.
Be sure to watch on Twitch. We stream all our video game and podcast content live at 5 EST every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday.
Our intro is by Brad Kendrick and music by Froggy and the Friendship. Link to all that in the description below.
Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.